Hey there guys, Skippy here from, oh my god, my monitor is on. Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with a sick mob grinder. This thing is so nuts. I started out saying, hey, I'm going to make a little tutorial today for tomorrow, and then I just immersed myself in it, and this thing pumps like you have never seen a mob grinder pump, man. Look at this. It's non-stop. These guys aren't damaged, but honestly, this thing operates as a mob drop too. If you really wanted to, all you got to do is pull this trigger, and it'll just kill them all, drop all of the stuff in these chests. This thing honestly pumps harder than any grinder I've ever seen. Even slimes. I don't know how that works, but I threw zombie pigment. I threw some. So basically, you see the lava's up there, but we want to get XP. We do this. This thing is a super beast. So I'm gonna leave these guys alone. It pumps out stuff. I've been diddling with this for about an hour, I'd say. I don't know, give or take. It just doesn't stop. The XP is nuts. Everything is nuts about it. So I'm gonna switch over to creative mode right now and show you a little bit about it. You guys get to witness a little bit of a kind of growth here. After I did it, I thought this was so awesome. I'm like, I'm gonna throw some nether portals in the top, and honestly, I added these nether portals here, and I feel like you don't really get your value for it. It's gonna add about 100 obsidian and trapdoors, give or take, 100 obsidian and 80 trapdoors, but I don't really feel it's worth it. I feel the simplicity of this grinder is just so simple, whether you want to just get drops or whether you want to get XP. You would have to be, honestly, it is almost impossible to make a creeper explode. You would literally have to be like the biggest noob ever. You would have to like irritate them. So as you can see, we got a chicken jockey in there. It just keeps going, guys. It doesn't stop. It'll just keep going and going. So I think after my thought process here, I really don't see a value with the zombie pigmen, because yeah, I don't really see it. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. If you guys want to throw the nether portals in the top and you have an extra 100, I thought on that point that, it's not that hard, because 100 obsidian isn't that bad. But this one here is called the Illuminati grinder. I just wanted to get my own grinder. I literally built this one from the ground up using some usual mechanics, but a little bit of a kind of mix and match with a timer back here. That said, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need right now. It is a fair amount of stuff, but I'm going to do my best to make this a lightning fast video. This thing is super awesome. You have to make sure you are 120 blocks away from where mobs can spawn. So if you got to put it in the sky, put it in the sky. If you're controlling your spawns perfectly, then do it. But this thing literally pumps. So let's back up a bit. I'm going to give you guys a view, and I'm going to go over this list here and tell you everything you need. And let's see if we can't get this video done in I'll be happy if I get it done 35 minutes. So you're going to need at least a double chest of blocks of choice, maybe more. Your blocks of choice is what you're going to need a lot of. You're going to have to get over that one now. You're going to need 1 bucket of lava. You're going to need 9 buckets of water. That's 6 dispensers in the back that display water, and 3 other buckets of water to fill the source blocks at the bottom to get them going where you need to go. You're going to need 1 redstone lamp. You're going to need, about a little bit less, about 3 stacks of half slabs. You're going to need 18 redstone torches, 7 dispensers, 1 redstone block, 2 sticky pistons, 8 hoppers, 4 chests, 2 trap chests, and 6 signs. In addition to that, you're probably going to want 102 obsidian and 33 trapdoors if you decide to put the nether portals in the top. As I've explained, I don't really see the value in it. I do see an enderman teleporting around the world here. I don't know what's going on with that. So what I'm going to do is start the first part of this build that's going to take a bulk of the time. It is super easy, guys. So I'm going to be right back with everything we need, and let's hammer this video out. Okay, so we got our stuff started here. I'm going to make sure my mic is on. I hate when I do that. So basically, guys, what we got right here for the start of this one, this is going to be 6 levels. We're going to have a 25 high wall by 21 wide. 25 by 21. Very simple. And then what we're going to do is find the whole... Ooh, there's like a race car going by or some Maserati or something. What you're going to see is 5 in the 6th one up. What we're going to do is grab our dispensers and put it in the 6th one up. Once it's on the 6th one up, keep your block of choice. Is going to help you keep your mark. This is going to be floor number 1. We're going to want a 2-high floor. Then what we're going to want is another floor and another dispenser. And we're going to do this 6 times, making sure that we keep in line with what we need. So 2 high only, get rid of this guy. Don't get rid of him. That's the floor. Get rid of this guy, throw a dispenser. As we do this, it's actually very straightforward build. Every time someone comes in my world, I was gonna get some help, and every time they come in, they won't even come help. They're just sitting there at the grinder, all amazed because it's so pumps. Get rid of this guy. Nope, don't do that. Put the floor 2 high. Put the dispenser. I love it. I was like gonna make a quick video today, and then I just started going crazy. I'm like, no, I gotta do this. So put the floor right there. Dispenser. We're almost at the top now, so let's go ahead and put the floor right here. Dispenser, and then a floor. I really think after looking, I wish I didn't put the, basically this is going to be the without the top. I'll show you guys if you want to put the nether portals, but I really feel like the 1 gold nugget you get every hour is literally not worth it. And last but not least, this is going to be the very last floor. Let's make sure we got enough. Actually, I'm going to leave that one because that's going to be the roof. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, we're going to make a 7 floor guy. I don't care. Let's do it. So basically what we're going to do is throw a dispenser here, and then we know that our roof is going to be right here. So what we're going to do from this point on, we know that our roof is right here. It's very simple. These are all the floors that we're going to need. So now what we need is for each of these to go out. So basically what you're going to see right here is I'm going to make this so it goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then what I'm going to do is go back and forth like this, and we're going to make it go in a pizza wedge shape. But this one, especially this, before, if my AFK mob box uses a similar tactic with the water source blocks, but they were super glitched for a long time, and honestly this water source block has not glitched one single time. This might be one big. You're gonna see what I'm doing. It's actually pretty straightforward. We're gonna just bring it out like a ziggy zag, and then we'll test it out. You could just test it out by throwing a water source. I might have made this one too big actually, so, but this is how you're gonna know what you want to do. You're gonna want to make, no, perfect, look at that. So basically what you're gonna want to do now, guys, is 100% you're going to want to just put one of these floors right next to each one of these. So again, I'm not going to make you guys wait and watch me do it. I honestly built 2 of these today. That's pretty good accomplishment. So I'm going to go ahead and do this part here. You could go ahead and do yourself a solid actually while we're at it and just cover this up, this roof. You don't need to put that block, but we are going to be going right to the end here. And then what we are going to do is actually slowly zigzag. So 1 away from the end, do the same thing on this side for the roof. And then the other thing you could do here before I jump into that aspect is, as you can see, we're following the trend here. So the roof is going to just go like this, 1 shorter than the last one, over and over and over again. Again, super simple build. And all the way until it comes to the point. And then honestly, we're going to do the exact same thing on the bottom, guys. 1 away from the end, just like on the top. And this is going to be your bottom floor. So I'm going to go get those layers done. Hopefully you understand exactly what I'm doing, but as you can see, it's like a big slice of cake. So when I come back, we're going to have a bunch of floors down the middle and a bottom and a top, and then we'll jump into the next part of this build. Okay, so that didn't take me very long at all, about 5 minutes. We already have mobs spawning here. That's fine by me, we can leave them there. If you want to be sure that you did it right, always make sure that none of your water leaks over. You're going to want to make sure. I'll tell you right now, do it now before it all leaks over, especially on survival. Let's get rid of these blocks of water here so that we don't have no muss, no fuss. So now what we're going to do is, I'm trying to do this video so quick, I feel like mumbo jumbo. I'm like, oh, okay. So let's go back to the bottom here. As you can see, we took the shape. What we're going to do is bring this guy out to make it total of 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And bring this guy up right here. And let's go do it to the other side. The water at the bottom is actually quite easy. I thought it was going to be much more difficult, but it turned out to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's go ahead and just fill in the corners there. And then what we could do is go ahead and zigzag for the rest of it. Just zigzag all the way to the front, and we'll fill in the holes after. And as you can see, it still leaves a 2 gap for them to fall down. Very key. Let's go like this. And then we zigzag all the way around like this. Don't worry, we're going to get rid of some blocks after, but we just do this, zigzag all the way around. We'll leave that guy there because we're going to straighten out the front. So do the same thing, start coming backwards this way, bango, bingo, and this guy here, and then zigzag. If you're good, you can, yeah, I tried, but we're still going pretty quick, can't complain. Getting it done. We're at 6 minutes before this. So once that's done, we're doing this, zigzag complete. So now let's just go down and fill in the floor and make sure that we don't have any extra space. Perfect. Back again. I'm telling you, this grinder is something else, man. No jokes. So let's go over here, and what we're gonna do is pop these guys out, and then we're gonna fill them in. No, you know what? We're gonna put those back, and we're gonna pop the outside ones. There you go. See, we have more than enough room. Basically, you want to ensure there's two. That's pretty much going to leave you safe. And then we're going to do this, get rid of these outside guys. This is going to be where they fall out right here, the 6 key right there. So we could go ahead and empty that out. That's going to be the bottom of the love. And now what we're going to do is pop out the outsides one like this. And there you go. So now we're going to place the water in this thing. It is actually not very hard. What we're going to do is just go ahead and make this one higher now. So if you have survival in your building repertoire here, you just need 3 buckets of water. You're going to create a source block on the back wall. So first things first, if you were doing that, I always like to show people the survival version. If you're on survival, this is going to be the bottom floor. There is nothing here. So if you're on survival and you want to have unlimited source blocks, just place 3 of them right one away from each other, and there you go. So this is your source block. Now place it, go back. For our purpose, we're just going to fly, and we're going to put a source block on every single block on the backside, every single one. And you're going to see that it doesn't look like it works yet, but this is actually one of the easiest setups for water that I've ever seen in my life. So basically all you have to do here now is put a source block right here and right here. And now you have unlimited flow right to the front of the building. Done and done. No matter where you drop off, you're gonna get carried back to the front. They always, this one here, you know what? Let's do this. I think it was this one right there. There you go. Add this one right here and you have no holes in your system. Perfect. All flows, no matter where you drop, you're going to the front. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to put one more right here. There you go. Perfect. So we're going to do it on the 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember when I did it, I was like, hey, that was so easy. But then I guess I forgot. Now you can see no matter where you go, that's the goal, that you flow to the front. And then what we're going to do here is actually just lift up and go ahead and these guys fall off here. That's good. They're going to come down here. So we're going to make our 6er right here and move it over a little bit. Perfect. It's going to be a hole of 6. Bring it across, bring it across. And now mission accomplished. All of these water sources all lead to this front door. Everything falls down. So the next thing that we're going to do right here, I'm going to just jump in and do it, is basically bring all of your blocks all the way up to the top, right one on top of another, in line with the ceiling. The one thing I will say is, if you wanted to add nether portals to this and make it a gold farm, all you would do is go ahead and, let's grab our obsidian. It would go along this line right here. It would go right from the wall here, basically, and then you would do it again here, and then you would do it again here, and there you go. And then leave a hole on this side. And then bango, make them nether portals, make them as high as you want, and then what you would do is just throw some trapdoors right on the bottom. But for me, honestly, I've tried it out. I don't think it's worth it based on how easy this is. I don't want to mess it up for the, literally, I only got a few nuggets, and the whole AFK aspect with the lava doesn't work so good when there is pigment in there. So that's where you do it, but I'm going to keep going with this one. Everything goes down the hole. We're going to bring these outside walls up to the very top now, just like that, and I'll jump back when I got that done. Okay, so before I close the front up here, guys, I'm just gonna do a small adaptation, and things like this really make me mad when people do tutorials and they don't tell you these little things. So we really got to make sure that the water inside this bad boy doesn't have any still spots. As you can see, it's all going forward, but the way that I did that is by adding another block here. So just to simplify it for you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest way to do this is make sure that you have a block right there and right there. And as you can see, this one goes straight. We're going to fix that by putting this here. I know I didn't tell you guys about that, but as you can see, it's actually very straightforward. I'm going to tell you source block every single block in the back, and then source block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side, the back one, straight wall. And once you do that, as long as you make sure that the 2 on the side of the hole goes, you officially have a 100% good water thing. So as you can see, that goes all the way. Make sure, guys, if one of these leads to like a still wall right here, it's bad because a mob will go there and not die. That's not good. But as you can see, whole back wall of source blocks, and then on each side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the second high. As you can see, they all go forward. No matter what you're going to do, you're going to go forward. Let's get rid of these guys, and then let's close it up. I think what we'll do is bring this guy up right here. And then I think we're just going to go jump to the back. I'm not even going to take a break. I'm not even going to take a break for the redstone. I'm pretty sure it's such a simple, straightforward redstone jobber. So let's just bring this guy up. Hopefully it'll start pumping. We do have another one over there that before we test this one, I will go light it up, because that's what I do in this world, is do mob grinders. So let's get this guy up here. Good to go. Good to go. And you know what? This guy doesn't have to be here, and I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't either. Perfect. Let's get rid of these guys. And we're on our way to the top. I love these off the cuff. I like this off the cuff. I'm telling you, I'm like, you know what? That's crazy. And then once it started pumping, I was like, holy cow. I got greedy. I shouldn't have wasted the time. I would already be done this tutorial if I wouldn't have added the stupid nether portals. But as you can see, guys, look at it. It's a beast, man. It's like literally jam-packed. I'm probably at my mob limit right now. So we got all the stuff in there. We got all the mobs about to come out. There we go. They're not even turning on yet, the water. So let's go up here, and I'm going to show you the redstone behind this. It's actually very simple. I'm just going to go get everything I need. Okay, so oh, my monitor's on again. So basically, guys, we have the whole thing ready to go. Things are dropping out. Looking good, looking good. So now we're going to do the redstone. There's very little redstone in this build, guys. All you got to do is find the bottom dispenser and make a small floor there. I don't even know how much you need. You need about this much. We're going to need 1 block there. And I think we could do it with 3. So do 7 by 3. So first things first, what we're going to do is place a block right here. Place repeater into that block, and a torch on top of that block. We're going to add 1 more row here. And now we're just going to make a good old-fashioned ethos clock. It's going to be real easy peasy lemon squeezy. And let's just put it right here. So basically, we're going to put that redstone block as the starter, and we're going to put this guy here. Then we're going to put this guy here. In the back side of those guys, there's going to be 1 redstone dust apiece. 1 here, 1 here. Block in front of that dust. Redstone comparators are going to be going into those blocks. And last but not least, oh, I knew I didn't miss everything there. We're going to take these hoppers. And then what you do is just throw a hopper into the ground like this, and then throw a hopper crouch place into this guy, and then break this guy and put it into this guy. So once you do this, now guys, we pretty much have a timer ready to go. As you can see, I'm going to go over and double check, because the amount of blocks you put in this timer has it makes a big difference. I've perfected the other one to like the perfect point, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I have it. I think it's 32. I'm almost 100% on that. Let's see. We'll just see when it gets to its high point. I'm pretty sure 32 is the choice that I made. That's about 30 seconds and change. Yeah, 32. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go back, and things are falling out. That's good. That's pretty good considering there's a whole full mob farm over there. And we're going to go up here. So now that it does that, let's just grab 32 blocks of choice. Let's just grab a stack of these, stack of this, and go into the hopper, take half a stack, and drop it in. Once you do that, the timer is now going. This will be unforgiving if you don't do this right. I don't think it actually, let me take that back. It's probably not that bad. So once you've done that, guys, we're going to create a ladder going up to the top. And the way we're going to do this is by ziggy-zagging from this block right here. So I'm just going to build, because I'm on creative, I'm just going to go ahead and build all the way to the top because it takes forever if I start dilly-dallying. And we are going to put a block on the side of that torch. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to put one right there. And that's going to be your first zigzag. So block in, basically making a torch ladder. If those of you that are redstone savvy will know what I'm talking about, I guess. It's pretty much just a row of torches that goes to the sky. And this one here. Again, I don't know if this one actually does anything, but honestly, I don't mess with it if it ain't broke. It's an extra torch. Probably doesn't do nothing, but hey. Let's just go down. Make sure they're on the sides of the blocks and not on the bottom of the block. This guy here, this guy here, this guy, and then we'll throw this torch right here. And then do the same thing going all the way up. So now this should be working, man. This should be going good. Let's just go ahead and take a look, say, in this one here. Everything's going nice until the time switches. We'll see that happen within 30 seconds, I guess, obviously. And there you go. This should stop the water, and it goes and it comes, and we're perfect. Guys, that's all the redstone involved here. Pretty much as easy as it gets. So let's go down here. What I'm going to go do is... Yep, it's already working, especially considering there's another mob farm right there that's full. I'm gonna go light up the other one so that we can tell exactly what. You know what? Let's just do this part here. No, I'm gonna go light up the other one. We'll be right back. As you guys can see, after lighting up the other one, it is an implosion of mobs. I lit up the other one. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it into peaceful now, guys. You might want to make the bottom, make sure it's safe. Let's just go turn it into peaceful here and get rid of these guys. Holy cow, look at the drops everywhere. So now that we've done that, we're going to the pretty peaceful part. Actually, let's just get this. Grab your blocks of choice and bring it down. You can, after the first couple, you could use glass. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't really mess with the glass. It makes it more expensive and, yeah, I don't know. You can mess with some glass if you want, but I like to keep the ingredients simple. And let's bring it down. Pretty much bring it down almost to the floor. Again, the fall is unimportant as long. If it's more than 22 blocks, then they'll die automatically. So that said, if you don't want them to die and you still want to use the XP facet, you could simply just put a button and some vines. Just put a row of buttons and a row of vines somewhere less than 22 blocks, and then they'll all stay alive on the way down. That said, let's go ahead and finish this hole filling. Let's just take them down, and then we're going to go to the ground and finish this bottom part. Okay, so let's look. There's stuff everywhere. Holy cow. Okay, so that said, these guys here, hole. That's going to be where they go. That's going to be where the love goes. So actually, we're just going to go ahead and bring these guys up. Let's just bring this thing up one instead of digging it into the ground. And let's go ahead and get these out. This is where our chests and trap chests are going to go. We're going to get rid of these guys here. I would just put a hole of one in the ground. I just want to do it because it looks dumb. I want to make sure it looks good. All the hoppers are going to go there. Right under. They're going to go into the chest. So let's grab the trap chest goes in the middle. The regular chest here, and here. And then throw your hoppers. It doesn't matter how you really want it set up. As long as they all go to the chest eventually, I think you're pretty safe. So now that we have that done, we got to look at, we want these guys to not be so deadly. And one of the best things about that other one is the kill zone that I got there. That said, we'll grab ourselves some half slabs and then start with half slabbing these guys right here. That's going to be where the drops go. So let's go ahead and half slab all these guys right here. So then the one thing you're going to see too is that we're going to need a little bit of obsidian. Even if you don't do the gold part, it's only 10, so suck it up, we'll be fine. So what you're going to want is for this to go right here. As you can see, it works good. It goes one above. I think actually what we'll do is we'll hammer this one out because this makes it easier. Actually, I should have just put it above the ground. We're going to leave it right here. Let's just bring it. Basically, you're just going to want to bring a 2-spot around it. All the way around, 2 blocks deep. Oh yeah, here we go. The OCD is going to make me mad because it looks ugly. And go around here. We got 2 spots deep. I think it works better this way. I'm not going to mess with something that works good. So let's just go ahead and empty this out. I wanted to make it fast, but hey, you know what? This is pretty fast actually. I'm sure this is going to be less than like, I don't know. I've only spent like an hour of real time. So that said, we're going to do this guy. And let's do this. Let's just go around. Again, this is just for my purpose. I like having the kill zone one lower. It actually works really good for you. And let's just fill this guy in. And it looks good. You can make this good if you wanted to put some stairs around it. It would look good. Get this guy, this guy, this guy. Do this. And now we're looking good. So now basically we have an even easier way here. We'll throw this guy here. So we want the obsidian to be right there. So put your 10 pieces of obsidian. You can, as long as you leave the center area ready to go. I really feel like honestly you don't need more than obsidian than this. I even like you would literally have to be very unaware of your surroundings if you would have to like find a crack in the corner and like sneak on a creeper. I was never able to make a creeper explode. However, I heard them hiss. So that said, do your little ring of obsidian right there just to keep you safe. You know, at least no creepers be running out on you and stuff like that. And let's just go fill in the top. Actually, now that we're here, let's go. We're going to fill it all the way. Let's just do this around. This guy, this guy, this guy. Keep going. Oh, yeah. This video is going to take forever to render. Okay, so now that we've done that, we want to add our little lava light, and we want them to get killed. So ultimately, we need the lava to be right in line between this obsidian and this next block. So that said, we're going to go in here, grab yourself some signs, put your signs right here, right here, right here, right here, and then also there. Now you realize no lava will be able to escape. We're going to grab our dispenser. We're going to put our dispenser right here. We're going to put a bucket of lava in the dispenser. Once it's done that, let's get out of here and grab the redstone lamp. Look, I was good too. And put the redstone lamp. That's just an added touch to show you that you turn it on the lava. And then go ahead, push in your right trigger, crouch place, take your button and put it right on the side of that guy. And I really feel super like this is done. So let's go ahead and make sure the lava works. Cool. If you want to just leave it and collect your drops, the drops are all going to flow into these chests super easy. If you are here and you want to get XP, let's do this. So you know what we're going to do? Let's go ahead and turn it into survival mode. And let's give it a chance. I'm feeling good about this because I feel like I'm done. And there you go, guys. I'm calling this bad boy the Illuminati grinder. I literally have not seen, you know what? Let's just go into grave. It doesn't matter. I'm going to just get my sword. Actually, no, I probably have a sword over here. Let's go over here. I love this grinder world. I love this grinder world. So preferably no mobs are spawning out of here. If there is, it's really difficult that they did that. Is there a sword anywhere here? No. Oh, well. Let's go over there. Look at that, guys. Already pumping. So, man, I really love this grinder. It's so easy, guys. Come on. Super simple. I built it in less than an hour. Let's just go and get me my sword. Grab this sword right here. And let's go back into survival. Because I'm going to show you how, like, you can get a creeper to blow up in there, man. But Honestly, you would have to be a really silly dude to do that. As you can see, pumping, pumping, pumping. So if you weren't here and you know you just wanted to collect drops, some things fall and die. You know, you already got a bone. There's a couple deaths here and there. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to do XP, you just hit this button. Everything's dying and they all die and drop their drops. Or you turn it off and leave them. And again, this could work good if you have a nice full area. These are going to be all baby zombies that can't do nothing to you. Let's see if they can hit me if they try. See, no matter where I go, no baby zombie love. So we could kill them, do that, and then... And there you go. Let's go up here. There's no lava, and they're already popping off like super crazy. Illuminati grinder for the win. I only did that because it's a triangle, and I wanted to do that cool Sony. I just learned how to use Sony Vegas recently, and I wanted to do the whatever it was, but... They're going to start pumping down again. It will most likely drop in 30-second intervals. As you can see, the big dumps are going to happen every 30 seconds. But these guys are ready to go. Like, this is all day. So now let's try to make a creeper blow. You can, dude, if you go right in the corner here. But as you can see, you'd have to be a super poor player in order to make those creepers explode. Like... If you were standing up there, you don't hear the hissing and stuff. But as you can see, perfect XP farm. Doesn't stop. If you want to leave, hey, let's go. And just leave it. And they're all going to be dropping all the drops in here. Pretty cool considering I just turned this thing on right now. But don't forget to smash that like, guys. Show some love for the Illuminati grinder. And subscribe to Skippy6 Gaming because lately I've been getting kind of... a little irritated with the smaller tutorials, you know, like I have almost 600 tutorials, so it's hard for me to come up with. So I really made this grinder world because I'm going to start pumping grinders like there's nothing. So see this, man, I'm telling you, man, non-stop drops all day long. Also, guys, keep in mind, you need to be 120, mobs can't spawn. You have to have your mob perfectly controlled. If you can't do that and you can't guarantee the caves under your base are perfectly lit up, then throw this in the sky. That's what I recommend. In my base, I wouldn't have to because my mobs are under control. But if you have a smaller world that hasn't been around as much, that's what you're going to do. So there you go, guys. Don't forget to smash that like. Don't forget as well to subscribe. And yeah, catch you on the next one.